Imagine running 10 miles per hour. You feel powerful and you feel like you'll get to your destination, only to realize that you're stuck and you haven't gone anywhere. And you look down, you're on a treadmill. This is hustle culture, and I'm starting to think America has a problem. We had a discussion in my AP Lang class about the minimum wage in America, and my teacher provided graphs and charts regarding different states' minimum wage, and also the sub-minimum wage for employees that receive tips. I myself am a minimum wage worker, but I didn't think much of it at first because I have a roof over my head and parental support. But when I'm in college, I fear barely making a living for myself on my own as a minimum wage worker. Barely making my ends meet, studying, and worrying about school expenses. In California, the minimum wage is $15.50. The minimum wage for tipped workers remains the same. However, in other states, tipped workers get paid less. In some states, they get paid less than $5 an hour and rely on making their living off tips. This is where I start to think that America definitely has a problem. The estimated amount to rent a 2-bedroom house is to make $36.96 an hour. Mind you, this is just taking into consideration housing. Health insurance, food, and necessities, gas, car expenses, and emergency money is not included in this estimate, which adds up to thousands of more dollars to consider. On average, employers only schedule their workers around 36 hours a week, meaning minimum wage workers are more than likely to have multiple jobs to get the needed hours. I was shocked when they found this out. Having to work 2 minimum jobs to make a minimum living does not sound minimum at all. Maxing out your hard work, energy, and efforts for the minimum isn't enough in this country. Not even close. If this keeps going on in America, our population of overworked corporate minimum wage workers will grow, a consistent and rapid growth of hustle culture, a growing lower class for our youth. The national income only goes to 7% of lower to middle class citizens, while the 1% of indescribably rich people receive 40% of America's national income. The economic inequality continues to rise and will make it harder for lower class citizens over time. It's changed my view on America now that I truly know and understand the imbalance of America's hierarchy. I've grown to learn that America's hustle culture is getting worse by the second, but what do we do about this problem? With the perspective, I'm Nicole, Jasmine.